Yeah, hello guys, how are you doing? So today's video, it will be about 15 most commonly used Excel functions that everybody should know so that their productivity will be, they can improve their productivity. So these are those 15 formulas which we should know in Excel. So that is some, yeah, it is simple. Yeah, some to get the sum of a range, then average to get the average of a range, then max from a range, get the maximum value, then minimum, then again get the minimum value, then count of numbers in a given range, then if give a condition, like give a logical condition like some value is greater than this, then do some value, do some task, or if not greater, then do another task. Then VLOOKUP is actually, we will give a key. Based on that key, from a table, from a lookup table, we will try to find out. I will just explain, show you an example so you'll understand. So HLOOKUP is actually horizontally we will search, VLOOKUP is actually vertically we will search. Then index and match. Index is actually, we give some, if we give a range and if we give a row number and column number, then it will extract the value of that uh, particular row and column number in that range. Then match is a match. What match does is, it will search a given range for the lookup value which you have given, and find out at what column or what row, or what position that value is there in that range. Then we have concatenate. Concatenate is actually, will be doing, combining two or more strings together to make them a bigger, longer string. Then left is used to, in it is left is actually left, right, mid, length, concatenate, all these are used for manipulating text. So then left is used to extract some value from a string from the left side. Like for example, if we need first two letters of a character, then we can use, from a string, then we can use left, first two left. Then right, if same way, if you need last two letters or last three characters from a string, then we can use a right. Then middle, same left and right. Instead of the, we will give one more additional thing, that is a starting point from where we need to extract the character. Like middle of the character, from like we have a person with a first name, middle name and last name. So you want to extract only the middle name, so you need to just give where you will start the extraction, how many characters you need to extract. Then length is straightforward, it will give you a length of a character. Okay, then let's see the examples. Okay, so you can see here we have student, then we have student name, last name, then their scores for three subjects. So like for example, our first one is sum, which we use. So then using sum function, that is, like for example, if we want to find the sum of each student's scores, so like a total score. So total score, if I give, then how I will initiate a formula is actually equals. Then the sum function name is sum, right? SUM. Then I will give tab to open the parenthesis. Then inside I can give numbers one by one, or I can directly select a range. Like numbers one by one is actually, I am selecting this, giving a comma, selecting this, giving a comma, selecting this. I can do like this, but that is a if it is a discrete, like numbers are in different places, then you can do like this. But if numbers are continuous, then most easiest way is click on it and then drag it till the end. So this is actually a range, so it will have starting point and a ending point. Okay, so I got sum of Ali Smith. Then if I just drag it below, I can see I am getting sum of Bob Johnson, then Charlie Gracia, then David Brown. Everybody's sum I am getting. So this is how sum function works. Equal to sum, then give a range which you need to do a sum. Then our second function, which is average. Second function, which is average. So like for example, if you want to get average score got by each average score, so again same like sum, we will type in average. So it is like AV average, then we will select, we can same like sum, we can give one by one values, but range, if it, since it is a continuous one, we can select the starting, then we can just click on that and drag till where it is ending, then we can close the parenthesis. So you can see average C2 full colon C11, that means from C2 to C11. So same, if I just drag here, then I am getting the average score got in each subject. Maths 85, then science 86, then English 83. Then like for example, if I want maximum score and minimum score, same max for maximum, then inside same like previously, we'll just give a range starting C2 to C11. Okay, 95 is the maximum in max, then in science 92, and then in English 90. Then if you want to find minimum, that is also same. We'll just drag. So this is the minimum scores which we have. Okay, now if you want to see like somebody is absent, somebody didn't attend the exam, so now you want to find out students appeared, then you can just use a function count, use the function count. So we will initiate with equal, then again type count, then we'll give the range which we need to use. So count, so you can see 10 students attended, then here again 10, again 10. If you see now, since we have written everything in formula, I'm assuming this IV Brown didn't attend, I'm removing. So you can see it immediately changed the number of students appeared and the average. If I change it back, you can see average became 83. So if I remove this one, average became 82 and number of students became 9. So since it is formula, it is automatically getting changed. Then next one. So next one which we have, so we have seen in our, we have seen now average, sum, average, maximum, min and count. Then let's see if, how if condition works. So syntax of if, like let's see remarks, I am just giving, and I am assuming that whoever scored more than 240 or more than 240, I will mark them as distinction. Then let's see, we are initiating with equal, so it is a if logical condition, right? So if I'll give, then in if there are, till now we were using range directly giving and an operation is performed. In if condition there are 3 parameters you need to give. One is the condition, second one is the truth statement, third one is actually the false statement. So truth statement will get executed if the condition is true, and false statement will get executed if the condition is false. So let's assume, so my condition is actually, is the score, sum of score greater than 240. So my sum of scores are in F column, so greater than symbol I will 240 is my cutoff. Then if it is greater, then I will give distinction. If it is not greater, then I will give a blank. I am not giving any remarks for them. You can see first one is distinction. If I drag below, second one is again distinction, drag below, third one is distinction, then drag till 240. You can see 240 became blank because it is not greater than 240. They have just barely reached. You can see. So this is how if condition works. We can use nested if, multiple if, inside if to get multiple. Like for example, if you want to change 270 as distinction and 240 as first class, then I'll just change the formula. So 270 as distinction. Then instead of this, I am using a nested if again. If this one is above 240, then I will give first class. If that is also false, then I will close it. So now I am doing inside an if, I am giving an if. So I can see it will work. So formulas we can embed in multiple formulas, and you can see 250 became first class, 272 became distinction, 255 became first class, and 272 distinction, and 240 both are blank because both false. If each statement became false. So this is how if will work. So now we will go to the next formula. So next we have seen if. Next it is VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So let's assume I am just giving Alice. So Alice here, and I want score of Alice here. Alice and let's assume Jack. So they are in two different places. So this is for XLOOKUP. So they Alice and Jack. So I want their scores to be plotted here. Since it is only two people, we can immediately do. But if it is like this original data is actually 1000 lines and this data is actually 100 lines, how we will do? That's where we will use this VLOOKUP function. So how we will do is actually we will initiate with equal, then VLOOKUP, then in here there are 4 parameters which we need to give. First is what we are looking in the range. So that is this Alice. Then in which table, what is the range which we are looking. So always the lookup value should be in first row if you are giving. So and then till where you want, you select. So I am selecting till E column, since I want science and English scores also. Till E column I am selecting. So then all the table, entire table I am selecting. Entire table is selected, and next is actually index. So from the first column which we selected, in at what column, from there at which column our required data is there. So we need max score. So Alice, the student name is in first column. So student name, then second column is last name, third column is max. So it is third column. So we'll just give 3, and then lookup is. So should the lookup be exact match, or it should be approximation match? So we'll just give exact, that is 0, false. Then we will close. Let's see 85. So come here Alice, and max is 85. Let's move to science. So it is not coming. Why means? So let's move to science. Science again, VLOOKUP Alice, then I am selecting all the column. Then here max was 3, so then science will be 4, then again 0. So it is 90 for science. Then again English, XLOOKUP Alice, and I am selecting everything. Then I am giving 5, that is for English, then give 0. Oh, sorry, it is not HLOOKUP, VLOOKUP. So we give VLOOKUP, then we got the now I am using a absolute reference here, so that I can, this table will not change always whenever I give. So you can just, I'll just give you another video what is this absolute reference and normal reference. So if you have, even if you have 100 columns, 100 rows below, you can just directly copy paste it. So then the reference will change. Since we have made the table as absolute, then automatically the next values will also come. Okay, now we'll just do the same thing using HLOOKUP. Now we will see the HLOOKUP, how HLOOKUP is done. So same like VLOOKUP we did everything in column. In HLOOKUP we will do all the sums in a row wise. So HLOOKUP, if I give, and my lookup is in column, comma, then if I give, I will select the entire table, then I will see at which row Alice is there. Since Alice is in first, Alice, the data of Alice I need, right? So first row it is there in max score is there, second row Alice is there. Okay, then we will write 2, then 0 for exact match. Okay, good. So 85 we got. Now let's see for Jack also. HLOOKUP, we'll select max score and we'll select the entire table which we need to do the lookup. Then we'll see which row Jack is there. So first row student, second row Alice, third row Bob, fourth Charlie, then fifth David, Emily is 6, Frank is 7, then Gray is 8, Henry is 9, Ivy 10, Jack is at 11th row. So 11, then 0. I got 75. So Jack's value is 75. So now let's, if I drag to the other columns, you can see it came the 90, 80, 89, 80, 85. It's same values. Here we did a row wise dragging. Here we did column wise dragging. So it's actually vertical and horizontal. That is the only difference between HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP. Okay, now next we have done that. Next is index. Index is actually when you give two values, like for example, if I am giving row 4, column 4, let's see. So what is the value? If I want to see, that is index and which array or which reference, which range I'm selecting entire range, then comma, I need to give a row number. I'm giving a row number 4, giving a column number again 4. You can see 92. It will be 1 2 3 4. Okay, D. Then 1 2 3 4 92. You can see. If I change it to column to 5, it became, so 92, it became fifth column, 85. Same with the match. Like for example, we have Alice here. So we want to know what is the what is the place where Alice is there from first column, from first row. Like if I give match Alice lookup array, so this is actually 2 digit. So index, when we give all, we gave a array with column and rows. Here when you give match, only give 1, and let's give exact value, that is 0 again. You can see 2, we have used 2 here, right? Let's see for Jack also again. Jack, 1 second. So we gave, so Jack also, let's see, from A1 to A11. So Jack's position is now 11, the same thing which we already gave here. So this is, so match, we can embed that match inside this HLOOKUP to get our value. Same, it we can do that to, yeah, this one also, VLOOKUP also. Then we can do another way, we can embed that in index to get, let's see, if I want to get increased score, I'll just do index match. Index, I will take entire this one, and I will take the row wherever Alice is there, from the first column, 0 exact match. Then again column also I don't know, so which column match score is there. So I will take max score as a lookup, and I will go to the first row, and I will exact match. You can see we got 85. So if this column, if this formula to be correct, then the column where we are finding the row and finding the column, it should be inside this range, it should not go out, then only this should work properly. So this is how we can use multiple formulas inside a formula to do complex calculations. So this functions more, this index match function has more applications than VLOOKUP, because VLOOKUP will give you only one value, in otherwise in column wise, otherwise in row. But here we can check row or column. So if I row or column easily. Okay, next we'll go concat. So next, these all were functions of numbers. Let's see, we'll just do this one, concatenate. So these are text based functions. So concatenate, let's see, I want to concatenate the student and their remarks, student name and remarks. If I want to do, I will just use equal concat, then student name which I want, then comma the remarks. You can see Alice first class. Okay, now it is not looking good, so let's you want some space in between. So in that formula, I will just click F2, I will start editing it, then I will give a comma in between, then I'll just give a space in double quotes. So now it became 3 text. What concatenate will see, A2 is first text, then space is second text, G2 is third text, then it will become Alice first class. So if I drag it below, you can see everybody's name and class is there. Now let's see, next what we have, left, right, mid and length. Okay, so these are used to extract data from a string. So like Alice I have, so let's see, if I want to extract first two letters of the name, left, I will type first 2 letters, right? So Alice, comma, then how many characters I want to extract, 2, I will give 2. You can see AL it is coming. So if it is right, that is, if I want to extract for last 2 letters, right, I'll again give to a text, then 2 or 3, whichever you want. So CE, Alice CE. Then if I want to extract middle, like like this, if I want to extract the some letters, like I want to start from first position and I need to get 3 letters. Okay, first let me give again a reference to the text, and first starting from first position I will extract 3. Let's see, ALI it came. So if I want to extract from second position it came LIC. If I want to extract from third position it became ICE. You can see from anywhere you can start the letter, and how many letter you want you can specify. That is middle. So left, right and middle. So these are used to extract data from whichever string you have. So then final very useful function is length. So this, if I see, it is 3. If I give length here, it is 2. So it will give you the lengths of each string. So this is the main. So these are the very useful 15 formulas in Excel that everybody should know. And these formulas, if we use in our daily uses, it can make our productivity much faster, much better. Yeah, and thank you for watching.